This is a city that's hosted more Super Bowls than almost anybody else. And, oh yeah, Brock, they've won a couple of their own along the way, too. We're in the home of the Buccaneers, Tampa, Florida, and Raymond James Stadium. Weather's starting to get a bit colder, but playoff hopes burning bright as ever for most of our teams as we get underway here in Week 12. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Ready?
On the give, this is Irving. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
Go.
Once again, Irving. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over them.
And Washington into the dime here, defending pass, 3rd down coming. Pass play coming here. Finding Davis. And they crush him right near the marker. It looks close, but yep, Brock, I think he safely got that 1st down before the hit.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Come on.
1st and 10 from the 41.
Hawk 70. 70 Lion.
They give to Irving, left side. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Second and 6 coming up here. The give for the first time to Rachaad White. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. Give him 2 on the run. That's going to set him up with 3rd and 4.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Putting a receiver in motion. From the gun on 3rd down. This ball's cut by Palmer. And this one does not go far.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And the punt team hurries down, and they're going to stop this one at the 10-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Here's Travis Etienne on the ground. And he'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play. Give him 13 on that play. And the Commanders will have a first.
You call that first down running play. You don't always expect to get those kind of yards, but they'll take that every single time.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Daniels. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
On 2nd down, it's Etienne. And he found some running room for a nice gain. A solid 8-yard gain there, and now they're going to have 3rd and 2.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
3rd and just 2 to go. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Throw complete to Sinnott. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. Pick up a 5 on that play. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Okay, ready?
1st down, ball at the 36. Out of the gun, Daniels. Cut by Gibson. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. They'll give this up the middle to Etienne. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Play fake here, Daniels. He lets one fly deep downfield. Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. It looks like he came down on that sideline. 2nd down coming up.
Well, I'll tell you what, you give him another foot of space, and he's going to... a nice gain. The throw, it just didn't give him enough real estate to establish possession before he hit the sideline.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Daniels back to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Inside handoff goes to Etienne. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. They're going to try with Etienne. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
That was the perfect play call for that particular situation. Gave him enough to pick up a first with some room to spare.
Their opening drive continues. 1st and 10 now from the 39. Daniels. That finds Gibson complete. And they get this down to the 28. Give them 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
They've worked it downfield very well to begin the drive. It's 1st and 10 at the 28. Throwing now, Daniels. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it, except for this defense that just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. Another try following the sack. Taking his shot deep down. Big gain downfield. Touchdown, Washington. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
That one right down the middle. And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the 1st quarter. Neither side separating much so far. More from Raymond James Stadium coming up after the break. The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
the ready.
Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Buccaneers football as we begin.
Let's go.
They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Warriors 70. Go.
Drive starts with a carry by White. He's got a gain of 6 there. Emmanuel Forbes in on the tackle. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
The humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Let's go now.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
65 cat, 65 cat. Let go.
From the 36. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
60 Eagle, 60 Eagle. Huh.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Off the play fake, he'll throw. On target to Godwin. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
Sure showed off some mobility on that play. Got outside the pocket and easily found an open man.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Fakes the handoff, now to throw. And oh, someone stepped in, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamin Davis. And the Commanders take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Oh, man, I'm having to hold my partner back after this one. Captain Fundamental not happy that he didn't take the time to stop and get set before delivering that football. Gotta think that in part led to the turnover.
Yeah, Captain Fundamental because I couldn't run. Kind of like Tom Brady, right? But he's the essence of it. He's the GOAT. Why? Because he sets his feet. He's so fundamentally sound. The chance of interception so much higher when your fundamentals are no good.
It's okay, partner. It's gonna be okay. Now toss it to Etienne. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Got a man, it's Thomas. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And the Commanders will have a 1st.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Here's Etienne on 1st down. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. To throw, Daniels. Connection made, Travis Etienne. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Go. From the red zone now. Has it down close. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
Here we go.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. They'll run, Etienne. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Driven backward to the 11 as they line up for 2nd and goal. They go right back to Etienne. And he's able to fight this down to the 2. 9 yards on the ground there, and it's 3rd and goal.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
Etienne. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Commanders pull that in front further. 13-zip. Travis Etienne, the touchdown. York now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Commanders double their lead to 14. The Commanders kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Come on, set. Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready.
Irvin here from the gun. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Set.
2nd and 3 now. From the 37. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. We're at the 2-minute warning now from Raymond James. The Buccaneers pushing for points. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12.
Let's go.
Back now, pressure on its way. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
And he's just going to fair catch that one at the 24-yard line. So no return on that punt. And the Commanders will go on offense. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Back to throw, here's Daniels. Gets it to him on the screen. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Offense up to the line fast.
19,
On 1st down, here's Daniels. He's on the move. Decent yardage picked up here before he slides down to avoid the tackle. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
Okay, break. 19, fire.
Now they'll throw out of the gun. Trying for the deep ball. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Daniels. Escapes the pocket. Skips it short of his man. That brings up 4th down.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game or already out of hand, coaches know got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. He put too much juice into that one. It lands in the end zone. We're bringing things out to the 20-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Stephanie! Bronco 80. Ready.
Shotgun handoff to Irving. And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. Buccaneers hustling to the line. They're in the hurry up.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready, ready.
They're just going to play it safe, sticking with the ground game, it looks like. He locates a couple of yards through that chaos. The tackle there by Daniil Hunter. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down, and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Out to kick it away. Here's Pinion. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Completed over the middle. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. From the gun, ETN gets it. And he takes it past midfield and starts the drive into Buccaneers territory. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on 3rd and short.
1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. Out of the gun, a give to ETN. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. That's a short gain of 1. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Didn't get that one off in time. This is going to be a delay of game. A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty. They'll have to come up with 5 extra yards now after that first down flag. Now Daniels off the play action. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he drives it close to the red zone before going out. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And the Commanders will have a first. Now a give to ETN running right. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Here we go.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. ETN again. And they had that one contained right at the line. Tackled by big Logan Hall. Back-to-back runs yielding just 2 yards, and now it's 3rd and 8.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing to run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Out of the gun, Daniels. throw reeled in by Thomas. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
On fourth down, here comes Cade York and the Commanders' field goal unit. This 32 yards out on the right hash. Groupie sends it through. And they come away with some points on that series.
Well, that's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Street.
From the gun, a run for White. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Halfway there on 1st down, that brings up 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Come on.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Setting up a throw. Called in by Godwin. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
Cowboy 80. 79 Bronco.
He's going to throw this one. This ball's caught by Palmer. And defenders are there to get him at the line. It was Mike Sanders still on that stop.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that the camera club. How many different guys can you get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
Let's go.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
Viking 18. Go.
Here's a throw. That's to his back. Here's Rachaad White. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Benjamin St-Juste getting up to end that play.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Let's go now.
So now here's 3rd and 5. They'll try and throw it here. He has the first over the middle. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's good enough for a Tampa 1st down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Throwing it again here. Catch made by Bucky Irving. He's contained at the line for no gain. It was Mike Sanders still on that stop.
Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it. They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot. 2nd down coming up.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
Head to 60. Head to 60. Ready.
Still sticking with the passing game. Oh, man, Palmer has it. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
Ready up.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Looking to the air here. He'll get this complete to White. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. This is the end of the 3rd quarter. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10.
Set. Ready. Cup 19. Cup 19.
Motioning him from the slot right.
Get up.
They'll throw it again. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down.
Set up. Go street.
Man in motion here.
Hut, hut.
2nd and 10 now. It's into the hands of White. Running in the red zone. And they're going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers get it back to within 2 possessions. It's a Rachaad White touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Go.
Throwing now from the gun. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he takes this out after crossing the 45. That play good for 17 and a first down.
Okay, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. And without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Here's ETN. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign Well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Second and 6 coming up here. Daniels now. Cut by Gibson. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the first down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open in the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
First and 10 from the 41. Here's Daniels. That's Thomas. He's got it. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. The rookie from Notre Dame able to take him down.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. On the third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Here we go.
Second and 3 now. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
We didn't try fighting for more and risking a fumble in that situation. Just make sure you get what you need and then go protect yourself. That's exactly what the QB did.
All set up now for first and 10. They'll try it left with Etienne. He's able to drive them forward into the red zone.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
They'll come up first and 10. Counter give to Etienne. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
Well, no springing a big play on that one. It's just going to simply be used as a setup play. Whether that's another run or eventually what I love, setting up a play-action pass off that counter action.
They'll come to the line here, second and 9. Changing things up, they're going to throw now. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up. Looking for his wide receiver there. So they're left facing third and long. Here's ETN on the give. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. On 4th down, here comes Cade York and the Commanders' field goal unit. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. Groupie sends it through. And that pushes the lead up to 13.
Those 3 points could go a long way to securing this W. Makes it a lot more comfortable knowing the other side's got to score a couple touchdowns now. A touchdown and field goals, not going to get it done anymore.
And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback, this drive starting from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
70! 70 Ranger! 70 Ranger! Check go!
On the give, this is Irving. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
Hurry!
A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
19 Tiger! 19 Tiger! Reload! Reload!
2nd and 8. Davis there to grab it. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Trying to throw here out of the gun. It's taken in by Washington. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Here's the give to Irving. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down. Working quickly here. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. And a man is there to knock that away. He was looking for Chris Godwin on that play. And now it's 2nd down.
And you ask a lot of your defenders on that field. It is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignment's hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease.
Back now, pressure on its way. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. They're throwing it. Has him on the quick hitter. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here.
Cowboy 80.
They are throwing it again. Off the mark there, incomplete pass.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Viking 18.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. He'll throw it yet again. This one's taken in by Otten. And he's brought down for a loss.
Hey, I know it's tough to evaluate when you're playing at game speed when there's chaos all around you. But if he looked around, I'm not sure that's a throw he would make again. Even one of the biggest targets, his big old tight end, couldn't fight back to the line of scrimmage.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. They kick the running back in motion. HB on the marker. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Line of scrimmage once again, that 7-yard line as they get set, 2nd and goal.
Mustang 19.
Looking for a throw here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Buccaneers hustling to the line. They're in the hurry up.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Throwing now. Buys time, rolling right. The shot to the end zone is incomplete.
Quarterbacks, well, they're a lot like sharpshooters in the NBA. Sometimes they're just going to miss. You got to shake it off and keep on firing.
Three plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone.
Ready.
To throw. And this is cut for a score, and we are not done here yet. Man, Brock, that defense held up 3 straight plays. They just couldn't come up with the one final stop they needed to get off the field.
And how about this offense? Courage of the offense to run it back for one more snap and make the adjustments on 4th and goal to finally punch it in. Quite the mini little chess match we just saw play out over those last 4 plays.
And it's no good. Not the time you want to see the extra point off the mark here in a 1-score game in the 4th. Down a score, less than 45 seconds left. They know they need to get this back. And this is going to be covered up by the Commanders. That should just about lock up the win. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
Here we go, set.
Into the victory formation they go, Brock, here on 1st down. Down to a knee, and we're going to see if that defense chooses to expend one of its final 2 timeouts.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
Back into that favorite formation they go, Brock, forcing those guys to burn a timeout. So it's a win on the road for the Commanders. And this was the type of response you always hope to see after a loss, Brock. Get right back out there and find a way to win the following week. So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Commanders. As with that, we sign off from Tampa.